Hi Otters, welcome to Monday's lesson. I hope you had a lovely half term. This week and probably for the next few weeks we're going to be continuing with our reading of the book Skellig. I thought just to ease you in after half term we're going to do another reading comprehension lesson. So I would like you to read chapters 22 to 24 today. I've loaded the book or the pages from the book onto the website, so please feel free to follow those. If you have the book at home, that's great. So once you've read chapters 22 to 24, I would like you to then answer the Viper questions. Now, just a quick reminder of what the Viper questions are, just because we've had half term and we know what half term does to our brains. So we have vocabulary questions. So these are questions where you usually have to find one word or a phrase, or have to explain a meaning of a word. And then you have the inference questions. Now these are the tricky ones. These are the ones where you need to give your opinion, back up your opinion with a text reference, then explain why your opinion, you then need to explain why your opinion then backs up what you're saying. So that's some inference questions. Other inference questions requires you to read the book and then use your own or personal experiences to explain why something's happened in the book. Okay, so you need to have a bit of knowledge to do that part of the question. Then you have prediction questions. So these are just where you need to predict what you think is going to happen maybe in the next chapter or the next paragraph, or even throughout the whole book. When you make these predictions, you need to back up why you think that will happen. So usually there's some sort of clue or hidden meaning in the text that will give you an idea of why you think that's going to happen. So you need to make sure you're doing that. Then you have the explanation questions. Now these are quite tricky. Usually you're explaining why an author has done something, okay? Now it might be to do with layout in the book, it might be to do with a specific chapter, what the author's trying to portray. These are actually greater depth questions and they are quite tricky. Now on these questions, if you ever feel like you're stuck on those questions, give it a go first of all, then go to the answer sheet and just double check. I don't mind you doing that throughout because they are quite tricky. Then you have the retrieval questions. Now these are the self-explanatory questions. You just need to find the answer in the text and write it down. They're usually just 1 mark answers. Could be 2 mark questions if you need to find 2 things in the book. Okay, and then the last one is the summary questions. So this is where you need to summarise a chapter, or it might be, again, summarise a paragraph. It could be 1 sentence that you write, or it could be 3 sentences, but because it is a summary, it shouldn't be too long. Okay, so they're your Viper questions. Once you've done those Viper questions, please check your answers with the answer sheet that I put online. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and I will try and respond as soon as I can. And yeah, that's all I can really say. So hope you find the comprehension nice and straightforward. It's just to ease you back in really to the next week or so. We're in our final term of year 6. I can't believe it. And I know things haven't been overly great, but you know, you're all doing an amazing job and I miss you all so much. So good luck.